Missing Colorado mom Suzanne Morphew disappeared 9 months ago. What we know. The Colorado mom, 49, disappeared and was reported missing on Mother's Day 2020. Wednesday marked 9 months since Suzanne Morphew vanished from Salida, Colo, as the investigation continues into the beloved mother and wife's disappearance. Morphew, 49, who was reported missing by a neighbor on Mother's Day, May 10, 2020 after officials said she left for a bike ride and never returned. Spokespersons from the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office did not respond. Multiple requests for an update on the investigation, and a family member said Tuesday they had been asked by authorities not to speak to the media. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation, CBI, and the FBI are among law enforcement partners assisting the CCSO in the investigation. As of January 10, the sheriff's office's investigative team had looked into more than 1,300 tips from the public, the department said. From May 10 to September 29, CCSO and investigators conducted at least 180 interviews, more than 130 searches, which include sealed warrants, and received 1,123 tips, police said. Morphew's family and friends are offering a reward of up to $200,000 for anyone who can bring her back safe. After her May disappearance, search and rescue teams scoured the area and the property around the Morphew home, and the search only intensified and was extended further from there. A relative told that someone recovered Morphew's bike on the day she was last seen. Then, Sheriff John Spez asked on May 17 that Chaffee County residents save any video footage from doorbell cameras, surveillance system, or game cameras from the May 8 to May 12 time frame. On May 17, her husband, Barry Morphew, posted a video on Facebook pleading for whoever took Suzanne to bring her back. And quote, "Oh Suzanne, if anyone is out there and can hear this that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you, we miss you, your girls need you," and quote, Barry said in the video. And quote, "No questions asked, however much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you, I want you back so bad," and quote. Searchers began looking for Suzanne Morphew in the area of U.S. Highway 50 and Monarch Pass, where someone reportedly found an item that was believed to belong to the missing mom. CCSO officials explained on May 20 that it wasn't quote, "not unusual in these types of investigations to start at the home and extend outward," and quote. The sheriff's office said at that time that Morphew's was a missing person case, but authorities were considering and quote, "all possibilities surrounding her disappearance," and quote. In August, Barry Morphew spoke publicly for the first time since the May 17 video, telling during a 25-minute phone call that he and his wife, and quote, "have been in love since 1988, and she's the love of my life," and quote. He added, and quote, "and I continue to search for her every day, and I will until I find her. I promise, and I promised my girls that," and quote. According to the report, Barry Morphew was staying at a Denver hotel before his wife disappeared, and was in Broomfield, just under 150 miles away from Salida, around the time that she vanished. During the call, Barry considered the possibility that Suzanne would have been involved in a tragic roadway accident, or was attacked by an animal, or was even stopped by, according to the report, and quote, "someone who knows her well," and quote. Barry Morphew told the news station he had stayed silent because past news coverage portrayed him negatively, and quote, "I am afraid of what is out there," and quote. He told the station, and quote, "people don't know the truth, so they're gonna think what they're gonna think," and quote. Previous reports cite family in describing how Barry Morphew was asked and declined to do a polygraph test, but he said such reports were not true, and quote. "I've never been asked to do a polygraph," and quote. Barry Morphew told, and quote, "there is nothing that I am hiding. I have given 330 hours of testimony to the FBI and the CBI. I've answered every question, every single question, and quote, at the end of September, Morphew's brother, Andrew Mormon, conducted a private search that spanned several days with the help of local and federal law enforcement, who collected and quote, several pieces of possible evidence, and quote, police said, and quote, I do feel like this area has been searched over before us, but I still want to walk it again, and quote, Mormon told during the search. And quote, it's the least I could do for her. It's too little too late, but at least it's something, and quote, Mormon told around that time that he believed his sister, and quote, was murdered, and quote, and she was hidden within a 3.5-hour window, and quote, he told the news station around the time of the private search, and quote, so that I can draw a circle on that and tell you she's within that circle. And that's what I know happened, and quote, around that time, and quote, human remains trained dogs, and quote, alerted or showed interest in 3 separate properties, though none provided viable evidence, police said. That same month, Mormon told his sister was, in quote, working with domestic abuse meetings, end quote, and added, end quote, I'm afraid this is domestic abuse, end quote. Mormon later told Dr. Phil he thought Morphew was, end quote, abducted, and in this case, murdered, end quote, I don't think she was taken to a second location. I think it happened at home, end quote, he said, adding that, end quote, based on the behaviors and things that happened, end quote, he thought her husband was behind it, end quote, and I pray it's not, end quote. Barry Morphew responded in an interview with telling the news station Mormon barely checked in on his sister, and sharing heartfelt cards from his wife. Investigators are asking anyone with information related to the case to call 719-312-7530.